Hey everyone, it's Michelle here at Makiki 1988. I thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. I'm gonna just jump right into it. If you saw the short that I posted this Sunday, which was May 18th, I was so excited and elated to get the Coach Joanie 22 shoulder bag. I did get it in maple, and I did order my bag from Dillard's. The bag was a very reasonable price of just $2.95. The bags that are in the 20 centimeters, I've realized, are really the perfect size for me. I have to constantly be cognizant about my scoliosis, my lower back, but also just knowing in general that heavy purses aren't great for your body ergonomically or long term. I'm trying to make it to 101 years old, and I'm not going to have a bag slow me down. So I love anything in the size 20s, and this is again the 22. The cream color of the Joanie launched on Amazon first, but that was the only color they had. And as much as I wanted to go ahead and just get it just to have the bag, I knew that that was not the color that I wanted. I did receive an outreach from my sales associate at the Coach retail store just a couple days ago, and she let me know that the Joanies are releasing in the retail stores in the early part of June, and that they would be getting black, chalk, and maple. Now, I have been trying to find the perfect maple colored bag for myself. I know that most of the maple bags for Coach are coming out in like the glove tanned, or I think I don't know, whatever leather the Brooklyn is in, and a couple other ones, but I wanted like just the just right sheen. And I knew that the Joanie was going to be it. And so sight unseen, I told the sales associate, okay, can you put one on hold for me here? And literally later that day, these launched on Dillard's website. They had the chalk, the maple, and the black. So, you know, for $2.95, it's a great bag. I just went ahead and got it, and I'll make it to my sales associate by going to buy another bag from her. But I have been eyeing the Joanies for forever, and I don't know if you can tell by the items around me, but I am not a petite woman. Okay, so I used to be like right up there by 5'9", but I'm about 5'8" and a half now. My weight fluctuates between like 178 to 182. I got it, okay? So I can't walk around with little bags and take myself serious, but I do like smaller bags. And so every time I would get a chance to see the Joanie in person at the retail store, I would play with it, I would hold it, and I just kind of laugh like there's no way, because not only can I not slip my hand through it, I would have a hard time with the zipper, I would have a hard time just getting my functional things in there, and I really do like to have a bag big enough to at least hold my phone. So I don't have my phone in today's pack, but if you look at the short that I posted, I did show how it fits. And I'm actually getting ready to change how I want to carry the Joanie, so I figured I would show you before I took the accessories off. I did have an inkling that this bag was going to be coming out, but there is also another bag that I had purchased that I really wanted the Coach Outlet Orange accessories to go with, so I'm going to go ahead and take the scarf off for that reason. You'll see that bag posted later this week. And I think that's the bag that I really want to use this with long term, just because it does need a little bit of color. The Joanie is absolutely adorable. I'm going to just give you a quick close up. I love, love, love that they kept the signature C on the zipper pull. That way I feel like it doesn't need any bag charms there. It does just have the maple colored hang tag. This is not an orange. I couldn't find any oranges, but this is a persimmon, so I figured these are close enough because I do just love citrus fruits. I do have my orange signature trigger snap on there, and then just the scarf. But this is a lovely top handle / crook of the arm bag, and I actually just came back from my daughter's 8th grade graduation today, and you know, she won't let me go in public with her looking just any kind of way, so I decided I would decide to show up and show out a little bit, which she thought was great. But so this is what my little outfit was. And I really love it. This is the first bag that I've ever like really dressed up. I've done some minor like, a keychain here or there, an extra hang tag, but I've never done all the accessories with like, a charm and like a trigger snap, and like I've never ever done a scarf. This is my first scarf that I bought. And the chocolate and the orange look so good together. And this is a color combination I'm looking forward to being able to wear, not just in spring, not just in summer, but also in fall, because of the colors that are here. But I figured I may as well go ahead and show you what the other straps look like carrying the Joanie. So first thing, I'm just gonna go ahead and take off the accessories and show you the dumpling style. and I gotta practice my braid. I'm a left-handed braider, and I don't know if you guys know this, but like when you do certain things like braiding, you have to practice doing it backwards in order to get the braid to show on the right side. And I was just like, poor little left-hand girl in a right-hand world. But I got it to work at least for this one time, so I'm gonna keep practicing with that. Here's the bag if I carried it with just the trigger snap, which is cute. I've seen so many people do various things on TikTok with this bag, which is one of the things that I love. Like I have been eyeing the Coach motif for quite a while and really liked the idea of it. But I was like, but how would I carry it, or which bag would I want to put it with? But then I saw somebody pair the motif with the Joanie in maple. I was like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. It's just so beautiful, it's so cute, it's so classy, and it makes it just like a nice kind of shoulder length drop. But okay, so I have the accessories off here. I am gonna keep the little persimmon on the side. So I have it clipped up as the dumpling style. So here's what that looks like. Super duper cute. So this is genuine glove tan leather, and I was very surprised that this is actually already pretty soft, which I'm super excited about, especially considering that I'm gonna primarily want to carry it as a dumpling. I do like that this one, again, I have big hands, but this one has plenty of clearance, so even without a trigger snap or anything on it, it's a perfect crook of the arm. I love to do that. I love to take a bag from a top handle to a crook of the arm, especially if I'm like grocery shopping or managing things. I try not to set my purse down if I don't have to. And that is one of the things I struggle with a lot of top handles, is that they're great or just big enough to hold your hand on, but you can't get your hand through them. And that's a must for me. So that's adorable like that. So next up, I went ahead and put on the crossbody leather strap, and I have not adjusted it from the time that I got it, but even just sitting on my hip like this, I actually really like it. I love a crossbody bag, especially for when my shoulder pain kicks up, or I need to just be hands-free or want to be hands-free. And I really think that this still has such a very cute, unique shape, even carried as crossbody. I probably will let mine down a little bit. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more holes that I could choose from. So that's great. And then I like that the clip acts as like a little extra security piece. This is what it looks like if I wanted to carry it open. And then you can get right into the bag and go from there. Okay, and then last but not least, this is the Joanie with the shoulder strap. And I actually think this is how I'm gonna go ahead and carry it for a little while. I do love a good shoulder bag. But when I carry a shoulder bag, I need it to just be like right with my body. I don't want my arm to be all the way out here. I don't want to have to lock it in behind because that just feels so weird and robotic as I walk. Like I need it to feel natural. And what I love about the Joanie 22 is that it sits so natural on my shoulder, very similar to how my Juliet 25 does, where I don't feel like I have to sit there and hang on it, which brings extra pull onto my body or anything like that, and I can just sit here like this and enjoy it. I do not like thick shoulder bags that stick out and make my arms stick out. Whenever I think about wearing a purse or walking with a purse, I'm always trying to maintain a good ergonomic and anatomical position, which allows my hands to be, just kind of right at my hips as I'm walking, and allows both arms to swing. So this is just really cute, and I honestly feel like the Joanie as a shoulder bag is super classy. If I didn't want to do just the Joanie shoulder bag as a classy look, definitely can add the trigger snap to that as well, which I didn't think I was going to like until I just put it on to show you, and I do. And again, I think it's because it has just the cute little dangly Coach tag and the fruit, and so that's like a nice little summer look. So this is what it looks like with the orange trigger snap in the front, or if you prefer to just use it for the length and keep the leather strap in front, then you have that. And I think that's what I'm gonna be doing. That's super cute. So it has a couple different ways you can carry it. There is 1 or 2 Coach chains that I really want to get. I just need to decide. I'm considering either the gold chunky chain or the triple chain. And I really want it because I want to pair it with my curve zip bag that I have to kind of give it a little oomph. But also I love that the Joanie has the D-rings on both sides, so you can really kind of drape some and make it a dressier bag or a classier bag without feeling like you're doing too much. And the curve zip is very similar, where you have like the attachment on the zipper pull and then like the little charm attachment. But I am so happy, and this is just so cute. This is just so cute. Like how can I not like this? So since I am gonna go ahead and wear this as a shoulder bag, I think I'll just keep the same items in it. So I'm just gonna show you what I have here. But first things first, I've got my Ray-Bans, which I had to pull those out because they're brown and like classy and sassy, and probably my most worn pair that I have. So that's just the look. I mean, and like, don't I look like somebody's mom out here in the streets, right? Like don't mess with me. I have children who respect me. That's the role I play. All right, next I have my lip combo. I guess that'll work. And I am on a Merit kick. I really love the Merit products just because they are all hydrating. They're more of like a natural but minimalist makeup look. And to be honest, like the real reason why I'm trying to hurry and get through some of my Merit products is that they just came out with 3 new lip oils that I want. And so I need to get rid of some of mine, which means I need to use them up because I don't need to just keep acquiring more stuff. So that's the real reason. But this is the Du Jour, which was a signature lip blush. I bought this back during Christmas time when it was in a lipstick set, so I was able to get an extra good deal on the 3, I think, lipsticks that came in that pack. They have since introduced Du Jour as a lipstick that you can purchase, and I love it because it's like a very nice matte but neutral, kind of like pinky brown. It's very close to my own lip color. So when I'm wearing it for work, I actually will wear just the lipstick. But what I love is that their lipsticks have such good staying power, and I don't think that any of their lipsticks, even the satin line, are really true satin, but they pair so well with their lip oils. And so this is the color Falcon, so I have that just on top of the Du Jour, and that's my nice kind of like clean, classy lip duo for today. All right, and then I am still carrying my corner zip wristlet from the Coach Outlet release. This is the orange drop, and I've just got everything in here. I've got my tooth pack, got my mirror, I've got my wipes. I did actually go ahead and put my keys in here. And y'all, I was finally able to find one of those containers for the tooth plackers, so that way I can move my EDC into a smaller key pouch when I'm carrying a smaller bag. Right now I had been using this larger one, which is just a little bit too tall for some of those key pouches. But I love these, and as I mentioned, I did decide to keep the leather on here. There's also another YouTuber on here, is it All Things Marty? And she does a lot of really cute small bag setups, and recently she's been doing like a what's on my keychain. I think I might try that just for funsies. I think I might try and do a setup and maybe use like my corner zip wristlet or one of my key pouches as like a wallet and have some other stuff dangling, because sometimes, like as classy as I am, right? As classy as I am, sometimes I just want to be, you know, loud and proud and jangly and snap my fingers and drive my daughter nuts in public. But you know, you gotta give your teenagers a little bit of payback. So Marty, thank you for the inspiration. All right, and then next, my wallet is the mini skinny ID from the outlet. And again, this is from the orange drop. So I just love that. And I love these in canvas. I tried them in leather, did not like them. I tried the retail ones in leather, I did not like them. But the Coach Outlet canvas is nice and squishy, and I love it because when you put your IDs in the back, it doesn't warp the IDs or the ID window. And then inside, you know, you can I have some additional cards, I have some cash, and I have some coins. This one is actually also big enough that if I needed to just really minimalize my carry, I can fit my key fob in here because it's flat enough, or I can put things like my feminine wipes in here if I wanted to just kind of grab that and go, or as I think about setting up what's on my keychain. All right, so there's that. And then I've got my Bath & Body Works Sweet Orange and Agave hand sanitizer. Just feel like I should keep the orange theme strong. I've got my Trader Joe's hand cream going with me everywhere. I can't tell you how soft my hands feel, like, and it's actually even doing a pretty decent job with my cuticles. I do still put on a little bit of cuticle oil at night, but I don't apply it through the day. But the Trader Joe's hand cream, if you can get your hands on it for $5, I think it's like a 2.5 ounce, totally worth it. Got my pen pouch. And then my perfume for the day, I am trying the Victor & Rolf Flower Bomb Extreme, which I'm actually really enjoying so far. I like a lot of their fragrances just because they do last so long. So like I can spray it once in the day and I really don't need to refresh it unless maybe I'm just doing it as a courtesy spray in, you know, like a public restroom or something. But that's the inside of the bag. You're gonna have a hard time seeing in there. I do love that they did a dark interior, and I haven't checked the website, but this looks like either like a microfiber suede or something like that. It's that same chocolate brown color, which is nice. And then there is that snap pocket in the back. Whew, which is a little tough. I haven't put anything in there yet, but I will. But let me go ahead and put my things back in here. All right, and so since I decided to go ahead and just keep the corner zip bracelet in here, and I don't really like to have a lot of things floating around my bag, I did go ahead and put my lip duo in that slip pocket, and then on the other side, I have my hand sanitizer. So that way there's easy access and less chance of anything spilling. There is still some room here on the side if I want to put anything, and there's some room here on the other side just because of the shape of the bag. I'll just set my shades right at the top since that's probably one of the things that I use the most. And I do still have room to slide my iPhone 16 Pro in the bag. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wear that shoulder style for now because I really do like the little pops of orange with the brown. It's like just a classy cool girl summer, right? I love, love, love this trigger snap. And this is probably one of the few trigger snaps that I'll never look at and be like, oh, why did I pay full price for this? Because that fruit got me, that fruit, and that it's worth every penny. And then I just love the little persimmon that I was able to find. Again, it's actually a 2-pack on Amazon for $5.99. So I have the other one set up on like a little key ring attachment that I'll use with another bag. But this is how I'm gonna wear it for now, and I love it, and I love the way that it sits, and I love with the trigger snap that it actually sits just a little bit lower, so I can just be hands-free, getting on my kids' nerves, pinching kids, doing stuff I need to do. But really just love the look of this. So if you have thought about the Coach Joanie, but maybe it was a little too small, and you were interested in the Coach Joanie 22, I would definitely say go for this one. I was very surprised that the price tag on it wasn't higher, considering that the regular Joanie is already at $250. If you are interested in the regular Joanie, I would Google, because a lot of the websites that I've seen them on Amazon, Macy's, and I think Dillard's even have several of the smaller Joanies discounted. But for $295 to get a regular size, full size purse, this is awesome. You can fit quite a bit in it. It's that beautiful glove tan leather, so it's just gonna get better with time. It has a nice subtle patina on it, so I can't wait to see how that settles in. But this is probably one of the most satisfying purses I have bought as of late. And I know I have probably said it in some way, shape, or form about the other ones, but this is a bag that I have been waiting for quite some time, and just hoping that they would bring a bigger size out. And when I caught wind of it on TikTok, I could not believe it. I could not believe it. And so honestly, you know, I had tried a couple other bags in maple, and I just didn't really like the way they looked. One of the other bags that I had tried was actually the Coach Sage, which is a beautiful bag, but I think because that bag is so plain otherwise, it just, and with the contrast stitching, it just doesn't quite look right. I do love the maple again in the Brooklyn, but I don't want to get another competing bag. And, you know, I looked at the smaller Brooklyn, and I was like, eh. So, I'm just glad that everything worked out well with the Joanie. The brass harbor is gorgeous. I love that it gets to maintain its style, its shape, and I will eventually wear it as a dumpling, but I think I'm really just gonna enjoy it as a shoulder bag for now. And yeah, let me know what questions you guys have. Have you considered the Joanie? Are you waiting until they have more colors coming out? Or what are some of the bags that you're looking forward to that we're expecting with these next couple of drops leading into the fall? I don't know about you guys, but there are 2 bags that I have my eye out. One is for them to do the release of the Empire 21. I want to see if they're going to bring out any additional colors. But then there was a bag that was on the runway that was similar, and I don't know what the name of it is, but it had like some out pockets with turn locks on it. It's about the same size as the Empire 21. I do want to get one of those, and I do want to try a new color. I'm really looking to either get something more vibrant and make myself like incorporate it, or to look at that natural leather they came out that's kind of similar to this shed, but a little bit more honey colored. So all that talking, showing you my bag, I'm so proud of her. But one thing I did want to follow up with you guys on is that I had ordered a Coach bag through Amazon. The original bag that came to me had some hide scratches. I don't know if it was just the natural hide or just something that happened in the leather making process. Amazon did replace that bag with a better quality bag, but I ended up deciding that, you know what, maybe this bag isn't for me after all. It was a Coach Juliet 25 in the black glove tanned leather with the silver hardware. Amazon did end up crediting my money back so that I could purchase the other purse that I was really interested in, so that will actually be here, I think, tomorrow. But then they did advise me to go ahead and keep the Coach Juliet 25. Normally I would be happy just to keep that because it's a bag and it's a $350 bag, but I've already decided that it's really not for me. So if anybody is interested in it, I would be happy to sell it to you for a very reasonable price to give you a discount off the regular retail. As I said, I did pay $3.50 for it. It is unfortunate I couldn't get my money back, so I probably would have just not ordered another bag. So I would be happy to extend a savings to anybody. So if you would like to inquire about the Coach Juliet 25, or you'd like to go ahead and purchase it, I will leave my Instagram handle in the description box so you can message me on there, but I'll also include my email if you want to just do a direct email and set that bag up for purchase. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me for another video, and I was just so excited to share this Coach Joanie 22 with you, and I cannot wait to see more of these pop up on YouTube and TikTok, and to get some additional style inspo. So I'll look forward to interacting with you guys in the comments, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful week. See you guys.